No, and welcome to the Boss Up Ball Out podcast, your home for organic debate about Detroit Lions news and rumors. It's your man, Professor Kurt Steele. Lions rookie wide receiver Isaac TeSlaa has been proven why the Lions traded up for him in the draft. Today, we look at whether his strong performances in camp and preseason will lead to him taking a veteran spot in the wide receiver rotation. We are on our way to 3,000 subscribers and currently sit at 2921. Shout out to our channel members, man. If you don't know, here you go. There are T-Bone Locks, Sean Bird, Lauren Vander S, Britt DeWitt, Miss Mary Smith, and Big John Martin, man. If you have a desire to be a channel member, it helps us grow this channel, and you can check it out on the homepage of our YouTube channel, or there's a link to become a channel member in the link of this video in the description. Excuse me, man. We appreciate our channel members. You're gonna have some exclusive content coming to you all soon, so stay tuned. Some behind the scenes content from us for the channel members, and you have other perks as well. You get some exclusive emojis during the live streams and doing the premieres and all that good stuff, man. So go ahead and check it out. Now it's time to bring in my co-host for today's show. They always around, man. They are some good, solid brothers, man. First up is Big Huggy from Yaktown, man. The chocolate bear himself, LL Cool Toys. He's your auntie's favorite Lions content creator. What's going on, LL?
What's up, everybody? Happy Monday morning.
Man, and the man with a million jobs down there in Jackson, Michigan. He coaches kids. He cooks meals. He's running a food truck. He's going to be doing a lot of stuff, man. And in a few weeks, when he passes that test, he's going to be slinging them doggone policies, man. Hey, man, I got the whole life. It's the Wolf of Lion who?
Hey, it's cash value in a whole life. Not the turn. Coach Mike Jones, what's going on, Lion fans?
Hey, if you're new to our channel and you don't know how our show works, we look at Detroit Lions news, headlines, or takes. If we agree, we say they are bossed up. If we disagree, we say they are balled on, and we give our reasons why we agree or disagree. No hot takes here. You're not going to get what they do over there on First Take. Heard Kimberly Martin with a bad take the other day on First Take about the Lions. Pissing me off. Are you not going to get Colin Cowherd? I don't know what he was thinking about. His take the other day was so ridiculous. I was like, what are you talking about? Anyways, you ain't get none of that stuff, man. No hot takes, man. We ain't going to flood you with a bunch of BS. We're going to give you our true thoughts and opinions and natural debate about what's going on with our favorite team, the Detroit Lions, man. Yeah, I know how we get down. We're getting closer and closer to the season. But as we get closer, I'm looking at what's going on in this Lions wide receiver room, and I'm like, can Isaac TeSlaa take Tim Patrick's spot? Now, I did see this over over on Woodward Sports the other day, and I was like, that's an interesting topic to talk about. So let's give our takes on what we see and if it's possible. So let's kind of, get into it a little bit, what we're seeing from both of these young fellas, man. A lot of Lions fans thought Brad Holmes gave up too much when he traded 2 third-round picks plus a 5th and a 6th for a wide receiver who didn't exactly shine at Arkansas. But that team was about the run game. Now, we mocked Isaac TeSlaa to the Lions, but it was not in the 3rd round. It was I think it was the 6th round or something like that. We mocked him to the Detroit Lions, but we did mock him there.
Yeah.
But TeSlaa, in during his time at Arkansas, he did pop on tape because he made some big plays and he showed he has a real good ability to block in the run game. So instead of going through the whole pre-draft story about what he did and all this stuff he did at the Senior Bowl and all that good stuff and about his pre-draft visit, we're going to skip all that because I think if you're a Lions fan, you know all that. If you don't, go look it up. Now, TeSlaa is killing it in training camp. He's moving up the depth chart. He's getting some first-team reps. Starting nickel, Amik Robinson remarked that the rookie plays with great speed and toughness, and his physicality makes him a tough cover. Now that's pretty big words coming out of Amik Robertson, because this is the dude who shut down one of the best wide receivers in the league in Justin Jefferson. So if he says that this dude's a tough cover, I think I'll take him at his word for it. What we saw in his college tape is carrying over into the preseason, man. Shakes defenders off the line. He uses his speed to get open, and he always snags passes with his hands. Yes. I mean, stays away from his body. So far in the preseason, he has 4 catches on 6 targets for 64 yards and 1 touchdown in 2 games. Plus, he's really shining what Brad Holmes values the most about him, his blocking skills in the run and pass game. But he had an impressive block during camp, that sprung open Tom Kennedy for a touchdown on a screen pass. Man, that dude pancaked Nick Whiteside, man. He was not pretty. But when Kennedy got in the end zone, they weren't cheering because of the touchdown. They were cheering before the block. And that kind of had that, what was that, Craig Reynolds a couple of years ago in Tampa, where he really mowed down Carlton Davis with that block, that block he came out of the backfield. That kind of had that same type of vibe to it. But he did the same thing in the game against the Falcons. It wasn't a pancake block, but on a wide receiver screen, he popped one of the cornerbacks, and Kennedy was able to get a 15-yard gain on that block, man, from Isaac TeSlaa on that screen pass. So, I mean, and he made some other plays against the Falcons, man. 4th down catch. Of course, we saw that. We saw his touchdown, which was absolutely amazing, man. He went up a high point at that ball where it really didn't matter that the ball was high. He just went up and got it. So, I mean, I like what I'm seeing out of the young fella, man. He's doing his thing. He's blocking, he's catching, he's making plays, man. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the big body cyber truck that is. Yeah. Now, let's go to the other guy. Tim Patrick was a breath of fresh air for the Lions wide receiver core last season. Can't say he wasn't. Signed with the Lions right before the start of last season, made some big plays. That first catch he made against Dallas was key. Almost scored a touchdown. He was a legitimate threat all year in the middle of the field and in the red zone. Kind of took over for what what's the guy think? Reynolds, the other Reynolds, did in the passing game. He uses his big frame to box out smaller defenders and make some catches in traffic. The Lions re-signed him after he got on social media. Was like, hey man, what y'all waiting on? The Lions signed him for a 1 deal this offseason. He was like, man, stop playing. However, this is his first training camp in Detroit. And by his own admission, he has struggled. He said it himself, man, I'm struggling a little bit. I don't know what's going on. But Detroit practices hard during the season and even harder during training camp. Many veterans love how hard Dan Campbell pushes his players in training camp. Patrick missed significant time with injuries in his time in Denver, so he didn't spend as much time in training camp as he did this year in training camp for the Lions. So Timmy P has to step it up during the last couple of weeks of camp and in joint practices, in my opinion, just to keep TeSlaa at bay and out of his roster spot, because he's coming. TeSlaa is coming. Yeah. He's coming for, you know what I'm saying? What they say, the NFL means not for long for a couple of reasons. Why? Injuries. And then the second thing is someone's always trying to take your job.
Yeah.
This is what it is. I mean, TeSlaa will continue to push for a starting spot. Now, one of the comparisons he's earned, and he earned it in college, and he kind of earned it in the draft, was to another receiver that was kind of down in that second day of the draft, who has impressed all over the NFL for the LA Rams, and that's Puka Nacua. They have similar, playing styles, body types. They about the, they about the same. They look at the way they play. They both got good speed and they got good size, and they play a very physical brand of football. Now here's the thing: TeSlaa is younger, faster, and cheaper than Tim Patrick, and is just as physically tough as receiver as Timmy P. My question to you guys and to you in the audience, and you can answer in the live chat or on the in the comment section of this channel. Can Isaac TeSlaa take Tim Patrick's spot? That's a simple question. I mean, you look at it, can he do it? Now, I'm gonna give it to you guys first because I'm gonna go to you first, Coach, because you have you giving that nod, you bobbing and weaving. What you got?
Yeah, I like Tim Patrick, man. I thought he was very critical part of the Lions offense going down the stretch, doing things that, other guys didn't want to do. He was doing things that make himself fit on the Lions roster. But shit.
Mhm.
The boy from Hillsdale, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. TeSlaa wants it, and he wants to earn it, and he's doing everything that you need to do to unseat somebody. He's doing it now, although it be in preseason. He has gone against starter caliber guys in the preseason, for a few snaps. So, man, he has everything, man. And then when you hear about Tim Patrick struggling, I kind of want to see what that looked like. I kind of want to see Tim Patrick on the field, and that way I can give a fair comparison of him and TeSlaa. But yeah, man, I give the nod to the rookie, man. When you a handsy catcher, when you just pure hands, just you know what I'm saying, and you do everything, all the intangibles. I mean, I don't see why you don't get a roster spot because you're cheaper. We got people to pay coming down the line wherever we can cut cut ties or cut bait with any dollar amount. Hey, that's what we need to do. So, yeah. I can see TeSlaa, whatever your name is, Hillsdale College. You know what I'm saying? From Hudson. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm feeling that, man. He gonna be the number 3.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Tim Patrick is not gonna make the roster. I'm just saying like that TeSlaa can take his spot as far as that wide receiver 3. He can move up the depth chart pretty quick. I think
Patrick 5.
Yeah, he'll make Tim Patrick slide down the depth chart. That's just me. I see that. I can see that happening. So what you got, LL?
All right.
Yeah, the question is, can TeSlaa take Tim Patrick's spot? And I think he can. I think he all but has. The only reason why I think that he hasn't is for what y'all said. We haven't got to see Tim Patrick just yet. I don't know if he'll just lose his spot just in practice. They may wait until the season, like early in the season, maybe by game 3. The switch might have been in game, or maybe before that. I don't know. But I think that, it's inevitable. TeSlaa is going to take his spot on the field. Not on the roster, of course. But I don't know how soon it's going to be. I don't know if he'll start the season starting. I mean, maybe he will, because it's just certain things, as an older gentleman myself, I'll be 40 in a couple weeks here. It's just certain things you ain't gonna be able to do, and it's just because of nature. You know what I'm saying? Nature. It's a quote about youth and how useful it is. I can't remember it at the moment, but and that's what TeSlaa has on his side, youth and everything else. So, I believe that TeSlaa can take Tim Patrick's spot. And I think he maybe even has already.
Yeah. Now, I will say this to Tim Patrick's credit. I said it in my kind of synopsis, man. Like he didn't spend a lot of time in camp out there in Denver because he was hurt. I mean, and he's not the burner he was coming out of college. So and I say he doesn't have value. I'm just saying that TeSlaa is like, hey man, I'm coming for it. Young players, they don't care, man. They want your job and they're gonna come for it, man. And coming from his background, coming from Hillsdale and being a native Michigander, and of course, his pre-draft process, showing up to the facility in the Lions jersey that, somebody bought him, and you see how his family reacted when he got picked by the Lions, man, he's going to do everything in his power to make the Lions roster. And that's just pretty much being himself.
Yeah. And you know what? One thing I think that he does have, TeSlaa has an advantage is is because our schedule was so hard when you start, and you always want to have a little bit of change at the in the offense. Even though we got John Morton coming in, the offense is obviously going to change a little bit, but TeSlaa offers that extra explosiveness downfield that he can kind of run away from guys a little bit, man. And I don't think Tim Patrick can do that. He can kind of stretch the field a little bit, but he can't run away from nobody. And you know, TeSlaa offers that stretch the field ability, man, to be able to run away from guys. He can kind of pull the safety back if he in his groove and he making a couple catches. Now that safety you gotta go double high safety. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of leaves you in a zone defense. I don't know if you want to play cover 2 man. I mean, a whole lot against the Lions. So you probably gonna have to be in that zone a lot. And you know who loves his own defense? Amon-Ra St. Brown. So
Yeah, definitely. Hey, yeah, I get what you're saying 100%, man. Hey, man, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. All these things help us get this content to more Detroit Lions fans like yourself. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you know when you're getting fresh content from us right here on the Boss Up Ball Out podcast, your home for organic debate about Detroit Lions news and rumors. And that's free. It's free. And if you need more free, it's free 99 and 50 free cents. All right, my man, LL, man, you got a topic to talk about, man, about another young fella, another rookie on the Lions. What you got, my man?
Yes. We spoke about it a little bit on Saturday's show. But I'm just going to talk about the rookie or the preseason debut of our rookie defensive, or our first round pick defensive tackle, Tyliek Williams. Young man looked real good out there. Me and Coach Mike joked about just how tough he is in the middle. The joke that I was thinking about was if y'all remember Norbit. He was trying, I think it was a wedding night. He was about to pick her up. He was like,
"Oh yeah,
that was what I was thinking about." He had a hard time moving them, but that's kind of what it looked like. But no, I watched some of the all 22 and just everybody breaking it down, and it looks like we really found one in this young man. He's everything that he's reported to be. He showed lots of power. He showed good feet. He showed very solid technique. It looks like fuck Ohio and Ohio State, but it looks like they they have somebody over there that can coach up defensive linemen. He spent most of his time lined up in the 3-tech. I know Coach Mike, you like this kind of talk about the 3-tech. Some people call it either in between the guard and the tackle. Some people just call it the 4-eye. Yeah. But lining up usually just right outside the shoulder on the guard. He might line up straight up with the guard once or twice, at least from what I could see. But he just did his job. He held up space. He kept the double team from getting, or kept the guard from getting off of him and going to the linebacker numerous times. Made it good for Zach Cunningham and who it was another guy, Grant Stewart.
Grant Stewart, yeah.
But allowed those guys to make plays just as a defensive tackle should. It wasn't all about him getting in there and making a tackle himself. I was just right before we started, I tried to look at the box score right quick because I don't think his name was in the box score at all. But he was all over the field and he was causing everybody to make plays. Some of the things that he was doing allowed our boy Casey Masterpiece to do some things. So he's doing exactly what a defensive tackle is supposed to be. When I'm watching all of this, I'm seeing all of this. I'm seeing this in the preseason. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting pumped like, oh man, like I'm saying, just looking at it like, dog, he's doing it out there. He's a load in there. And he ain't even got everybody else out there yet. That's the thing that really, really excites me, I guess. Seeing Grant Stewart and Zach Cunningham replaced with Derek Barnes and Jack Campbell and Alexander Zeloni, and just seeing him next to DJ Reader or next to whoever, just with Hutch and Marcus Davenport on the outside, just what he was allowing these preseason players to do. I shouldn't say that. With what he was, the effect he was having in the preseason, it's just going to be even better. And once we get to the offseason, of course, he'll be facing better competition, but I don't think he'll have an issue with it at all, man. He stood tall. Well, can't say he stood tall because he's a shorter person, but he stood in there and held up his spot and took up the land that he was supposed to. So I don't know if you guys got any opportunity to look at the tape or anything like that. But what do you guys think of the first impression or the rookie debut or the preseason debut of first round pick Tyliek Williams?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a big boss up on that, man, because I have to agree with you 100%. You look at that young fella, man. Yeah, it just looked good, man. He had a solid performance versus the Falcons, and I saw a glimpse of what he was able to do in college at Ohio State. Man, he pushed that pocket back versus the pass and ate up those double teams against the run and allowed those linebackers to get in space, man, and make some tackles in the backfield. He has that. He's strong, got a low center of gravity, and I'm excited to see him line up between DJ Reader and Aiden Hutchinson this season, man. I'm just happy to see that, man. I'm waiting to see because reports are out of Allen Park or the Meyer Performance Center, excuse me, is that when he lines up next to Hutch, it's a problem. Like they are causing havoc. So I'm liking that, man. Now I want the breakdown because I'm gonna say the best for last on this one because the defensive line coach is up next, man. What you got, Coach?
Man, I don't know what kind of take you was trying to go, but I'm gonna give it the boss up anyways. Because you said you're taking a closer look at him. You know what I'm saying? So I figure you trying to talk good about the man, about the young fella. So I'm gonna give you a boss up. But I did watch the All 22 breakdown of Tyliek, and I was like, man, one thing that dude is strong, man. He's strong as hell. His lower body is because he's so high. See, that's the difference between him and Broderick Martin. Broderick Martin wasn't that strong because if he was that high as Tyliek Williams be, he got blew all the way back. They got up under him and they blew him all the way back. Tyliek Williams, like he high, but he'll take like maybe one step back, like and then he there, like he's not going nowhere. And that's like, man, he's holding up to a double team because I seen one time a guy tried to scoop block him. Like they tried to him. He come in and scoop him and he passed him off, but he couldn't get to the second level because Tyliek Williams turned him. You know what I'm saying? And he basically had to turn his body to kind of shield him in and try to open up that gap, and that allowed the linebacker to come in and fill. And I'm like, man, like that's exactly what you want out of your defensive tackle. Like you don't necessarily care about the tackles. The tackles is a good thing, it's a plus, but you want to know, can you eat up a double team and free up these linebackers to make the tackles and can you stay in your gap? Because that's one thing too, man, is you get blew back. If you get blew back and you open it up and you open the gap up, now the linebacker got so much room to cover. You know what I'm saying? That in the NFL they so fast that running back now he can dance. He can I'm going this way. You know what I'm saying? So man, he does the job, man, and I'm glad that he's there, and that allows Elaine McNeil to get fully healthy. He don't have to rush back. So when we go down that playoff stretch,
Got
look out.
Three nasty defensive tackles.
It's already rumored that Elaine won't be out as long as expected and all of that good stuff. But,
take your time, big baby.
I mean, no, take your time. But if you're ready,
right?
Yeah,
don't take no more time.
That's gonna be a nasty rotation once all them three cats get in there, man. That's gonna be something to.
Four Kurt.
DJ Reader.
Reader. Well, who's the fourth one?
You already know. Big Broderick. My dog, Big Broderick.
Yeah, you know what? I can say that Broderick will make the 53. I think he'll make the 53, and I think he'll get in a few snaps. It won't be a whole lot, but he'll get in a few snaps, man.
I was just picking.
Curtis. Oh, you're a hater. Curtis is a hater.
Damn, that's my whole Monday morning, man. That crap.
I don't
Hey man, like the video and comment on the video. All these things help us get this content to more Detroit Lions fans like yourself, man. Hey man, the Boss Up All Out podcast version shop is now available, man. In the link, you can find a link in the description of this video on the homepage of the channel. Put in the code Boss Up All Out 10 at checkout. And when you spend $45, you get 10% off an item. Channel members, this is the perk for you guys. You get 15% off your entire purchase. So check out the community tab for the discount code or the link for the coupon. Definitely. And of course, the Boss Up Ball Out podcast is brought to you by W Energy Drink, man, packed with brain boosting amino acids and vitamins. And of course, what's important for your type 2 diabetics like myself, no sugar. Get your pump for your tackling your daily tasks. Cost you about $1 for a drink. And it's a great alternative to coffee or canned beverages with no crashes or jitters, man. Again, you can find the link to buy W in the description of the video. Put in the code Boss Up Ball Out Pod for 10% off your order. Power your day with W. All right, now it's time for the last segment of the day, man. We're gonna do some training camp injury updates, man, because Lions made a lot of roster moves yesterday, man. So, Coach, what you got, man?
Yeah, and they went 4 in and 4 out with the quickness too. They don't be playing around. You know what? So let's start off by offensive lineman Justin Herron actually injured himself during warmups. Dang, that's tough, man. And he got put on IR from warmups. Like, whoo, Lord.
Saw that coming. He left in an air cast. When you put you in an air cast, something broke.
yeah. I mean, thank you for coming to Detroit. Yeah. But you know what? Then offensive lineman who we all was like, he's kind of on his way out. Maybe he was kind of doing good in camp. We don't know. Was Kobe Sarsdahl. And he went out first play that he came in for Tate, or he didn't go out, but he got injured on the first play that he came in for Tate Ratledge. He ended up sticking it out. But I watched some film, and he got hurt on that first play. And I could see where he kind of on that knee, man. And he got put on IR. So I guess that settles that debate about whether he going to make the squad or not. I'm not sure how our boy Kenny Boa got hurt, but
that was in the first preseason. That was in the Hall of Fame game. He got hurt.
Okay,
I don't think he ever recovered.
Yeah, so I guess it took him a while, but they put him finally on IR as well. Wow, man, it sucks when you get guys on IR and training camp, man. It's like, so good luck to you fellas, man. And running back Jabari Small got waived with the injury settlement. So I don't know, maybe that's like, we're going to let you go, but stay by your phone. You know what I'm saying? We might, you might sit out one game. We might not like the dude that we brought in, and then we might bring you back for the last preseason game. That's kind of, that's what that might mean. But so that was 2 offensive linemen, a tight end, and a running back got waived. So in news, they signed 2 offensive linemen, a tight end, and a running back. So so they signed offensive lineman Gunnar Britton, running back Deion Jackson, tight end Gunnar Oaks, and lineman Keaton Sutherland to the 90-man roster. So it looks like those guys will get a chance to compete. I've never heard. Well, I know Deion Jackson's from the UFL.
I think all them guys are from the USL.
yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think he played. I'm not sure what team he played with, but
Jackson played for the DC Defenders.
Okay, yeah, but you know what? Hey man, I welcome all competition. I don't care where you're from. You can come in, you can play, you can at least make a practice squad, or you can come in and make a third string. I'm all for it. I'm not against anybody coming and making the team, man. So, good luck to you gentlemen, and, see how y'all do next game. But what do you guys think about the subtractions and the additions to the roster? Because those were exact. I mean, we cut 2 linemen, a tight end, and then we waived the running back, and then we signed 2 linemen, a tight end, and a running back. So, yeah.
All right, what you got, LL?
Just camp purposes. That's what I take it. You need more bodies on the roster. Like you just said, we lost that number and then we got that number right back, just down to the position, all that stuff. So just for camp purposes, we need players to be here and need bodies for this and bodies for that. And at least you're giving some guys a shot, you know what I'm saying? Because as always, it starts out as an opportunity, but if they go out there and, go out there and blow the doors off everything, and there might be a different opportunity in front of them. But yeah, and that's my opinion on it. They just, fill in the roster for, necessary reason.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So for me, all four of those guys were at the UFL. So Jackson played for the DC Defenders. The tight end Oaks played for the Panthers. Sutherland played for the Birmingham Stallions, and Britton played for the DC Defenders as well. So all four of them cats came for the UFL. So, well, that pipeline working for you, Coach Jones. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about that in the UFL, the NFL pipeline is working, I guess. But the silver lining is that for me, you just look. I'm not saying it for them. Is that the Lions losing a bunch of players to injury? That most of those guys were just kind of camp bodies. The only one I think had a remote chance of making that roster was Kobe Solskjaer. And they just reloaded. They went to the UFL and got 4 players. It's like, oh y'all, come on. But they're camp bodies as well. I think the only really player that I saw from the UFL that has a really legitimate shot of making probably the practice squad is my guy Jacob Sailors. Maybe DJ Miller, the cornerback. He maybe to make the practice squad as well. But good luck to those fellas that that got put on injured reserve and got waived with a injury settlement. Good luck to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can holler at me in the street if y'all see me, you know what I'm saying? If y'all in North Carolina, say what up, though. You know what I'm saying? We'll get at you, see what you talk about. All right, so one bit of news. I know this is, one of the things that we talked about yesterday in our group chat, man. Zadarius Smith has one less reason to stay in the Motor City. Big Z and Detroit rapper Cash Doll announced on social media that they have decided to end their relationship. I hope that the Lions can keep his nephew Jackson Meeks around long enough for the Lions to re-sign him. But I know LL was kind of looking at that, man. I don't know if I don't know if you like regular dudes, but but they both mutually posted that they both his was kind of more like, hey, he said he was just single, and she said that she decided to in their relationship they decided mutually to part ways and all that good stuff, yada yada, man. But I hope that doesn't prevent him from re-signing with the Lions. That's all I gotta say about that, man. Hey, shout out to our brothers over there at Lions Nation Unite. My guy, one of LL's favorite names, Chicken Nugget King. My guy Don P. I was hanging out with them on the at halftime of the preseason game the other day on the LNU channel. Of course, the heavyweights, man, with Spin Mo Racks and of course Big Easy over there. So check those cats out, man. Shout out to Herm and Chrissy over there at Lions Nation Unite. Hey, if you haven't done so already, make sure you do what? Make sure you follow the crew on your favorite social media platforms. Coach Jones does a great job posting in shorts on this channel and over there on his Wolver Lions Sports Talk YouTube channel. I post content from this channel on all of my social media platforms. And on this Feel Good Monday, man, go and check out LL's Instagram page, man. You never know what you're going to get, man. If you're old school like me, you know what I'm saying, go back a couple weeks, man, and check out the Gatorade in the glass bottle. That's all I got to say about that. All right, time for party shots on Monday, man. Coach Jones, you up first, man. What you got?
Man, these lights just make me sweat. Man. 40 bright. But you know what, man? We on to the next game. Let's see who performs. Let's see if Manu can get better. Let's see, if these new additions can give us anything, man. And it's a home game, I do believe. So Yeah, man. Let's bring it to Ford Field and let's get hype and let's play some preseason football, man. Because it ain't like it used to be. I think preseason people used to kind of tune in and kind of watch it with the side eye. But now people are looking at preseason because preseason means a lot, especially when you come off of a season full of injuries. Preseason mean a whole lot, and we have a higher appreciation for it. So I can't wait.
Yeah, we're about 2 days away from the joint practices, man. The 13th. What you got, LL?
That's what I was just about to say. Happy Monday morning, everybody. This week we got them joint practices. So, let's get ready to hear about that kind of stuff. But, have a great start to your week and, finish it out strong.
Yeah, and of course, man, this show and any other show that during Lions training camp, if there is a camp practice that day, this show airs at 8:15 if it's a morning practice because of the fact that we don't want to we're trying to compete with the Lions press conference at 8 o'clock. So this show will air at 8:15. Any other subsequent shows during camp will air at 8:15, man. But big announcement, man. Friday Lives are coming back. Got my schedule is changing up a little bit, so I'll be able to come and do some Friday Lives again. So, yeah, man. So glad to announce that, man. Hey, thank you for starting your week off with us right here at the Boss Up All Out Podcast, your home for organic debate about Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. Hey, again, man, before you get out of here, man, make sure you hit the like video and share it with other Lions fans like yourself, man. Hit the notification bell and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you're having a good day, make sure you spread that joy, man, because you never know when a small, kind word can help change someone's day or outlook on life. If you're not having a good day, don't steal someone else's joy. And as always, what you got to do for your man, Kurt Steele, whatever you do in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL Cool Torrance and Coach Mike Jones, this is Kurt Steele, and we will holla at you real soon.